Yo, let's take a look at this letter, shall we? Hi, Mr. Marino. What should I do with my life? I just graduated high school and/or university, and I have no clue. What should I do? What career path should I take? Signed, Bob Robertson. Heavy question, man. Deep stuff. It's hard to find a purpose in life, a career path, or that perfect job when there are so many choices. When there are an infinite amount of choices, one can find themselves paralyzed to make a decision. Let's pretend for a moment that you're in a store trying to find a brand new pair of jeans. In today's world, you could choose from skinny jeans, bell bottoms, relaxed fit, jeans with tears, you name it. You go into the store and let's say hypothetically you have 1,000 different pairs of jeans to choose from. That must lead to more freedom, right? Well, let's see. With all of these different types of jeans, it's going to be harder to come up with a final decision. The sheer amount of choices can be overwhelming, and it will take longer to make a decision. Some people might be so overwhelmed with choices, they might be paralyzed to make a decision at all. But not you. You make a decision to buy a pair. You are satisfied by your choice. Well, sort of. You like the pair of jeans and everything, but there's this nagging realization that with all of those different pairs of jeans, there must have been somewhere in that store where there were a better pair of jeans. Imagine the hypothetical where you have a choice of only 5 different types of jeans. It would be more easy and more satisfying to make a choice because you understand all of the alternatives. Even if you miss out on the other pairs of jeans, it's still easy to imagine what it would have been like to get the other pairs of jeans. Even if you made the wrong choice, you know what you're missing out on, and it makes it easier to move on. But with 1,000 pairs of jeans, it's easy to reason that chances are there's a better pair of jeans out there, and you're not 100% satisfied with your choice. If you want to learn more about this concept, look up Paradox of Choice by Barry Schwartz here on YouTube. Now, I believe this concept can apply to jobs, careers, one's purpose in life. Now, let's say hypothetically you live in a small village where everyone contributes. You have a choice to be a fireman, a teacher, a police officer, a farmer. Sure, you'll have more limited choices, but it will be easier to come to a decision. Like, hey, I don't like danger, so I can't be a fireman. I hate physical labor, so a farmer is out for me. But, well, I love helping others and teaching people. Maybe I'll be a teacher. It's much easier to discover what makes you important in this small village. It's much easier to find your life's purpose. In the year 2012, we have an abundance of choices, which may sound like freedom, but it really makes it that much harder to find your life's purpose. How are you going to contribute to society in a way that is you and a way that you find joy and fulfillment? Nonetheless, this is important and you should put some serious thought and consideration into this. So here we go. Step 1, you need to narrow down your choices. Set yourself some standards and think about all of the jobs that you don't want. If you don't like doing labor work, don't apply for labor jobs. If you don't want to work in the fast food industry, don't apply for any fast food jobs. Don't even consider it. You're probably not going to get that perfect job or that dream job right away. But at the same time, don't waste your time doing something that you hate, that you loathe, or you dread every morning waking up for. Step 2. Take some time to self-reflect and do some self-discovery. Think about your strengths and what you're already good at. Think about the things that you already enjoy. Do you like art? Making music? Taking pictures? Are you more of a creative type of person who would be more suited to creative type roles? Are you an organized person? Do you like organizing? Are you good with people? What are the common threads? Write these thoughts down. Take a personality or a career test online. These could be easily found with a Google search and they give you great insight on yourself. Another great exercise is to imagine your dream job. Don't even think about reality on this one. Think outside the box. Analyze your thoughts. What makes this your dream job? What do you like about it? Is it because you get to be creative? Is it because you get to be your own boss? Is it because you get a lot of attention? Or is it because you get to go on adventures? I remember when I was a kid, I wanted to be the host of the TV network YTV. YTV is a kid show network here in Canada. I always thought it would be cool to be a host of that network. I didn't really take this thought too seriously, but I always thought the hosts always had a cool job. And now I'm older, and I kind of am a host of my own show here on YouTube. Obviously, it's not exactly the same, but you could see the common thread. I also remember always watching movies when I was a kid and always wishing I was in the movie. I always thought that everyone was like this. But my mindset as a kid was actors are famous people, they're kind of out of the ordinary, and I'm just a normal person. That's not really something that's in the realm of possibilities. But nonetheless, now that I'm older, I realize that this isn't so far-fetched. I could take acting lessons. There's a film co-op here where I live where I could be connected to other people who like doing film work. I could be connected to other people who are passionate about film and movie making. Sure, I won't be a Hollywood actor and be known by everyone all over the world, but that doesn't matter. To me, acting just looks like it would be a fun thing to do. So in the next little while, I do plan on taking acting lessons. And I actually started reading a book on screenwriting. Step 3. Pick something and go for it. Get experience, get education, do something and take action. Let's say you find out that teaching really piques your interest. You really like the idea of being a high school teacher or a middle school teacher, so you kind of have this destination in your mind of being a teacher. Now you realize you can't just walk into a school and ask for a teaching job. You need some experience, you need some education. So you decide to start off, go to school, this is your starting point right here, and you start to get education, and you go to get an education degree. So as you learn things in your education degree, you start building a bridge closer to that final destination of being a teacher. This here all represents experience, knowledge, things getting closer to that destination. So around here, you graduate from university and get your education degree. Now you're not quite there yet. You still need a little bit of work experience. So you decide at this moment of time, you decide to get a job as a teacher's assistant. So during this job, you get some more experience, you're getting closer to your goal, but then something happens at this point, and for some reason you decide that you don't want to be a high school teacher. You don't want to be a middle school teacher. Was all of this for nothing? Was there even a point to all of this if you're not going to be a teacher? Well, maybe not. You still enjoy teaching. You like teaching. You just don't like the idea anymore of teaching high school students or teaching middle school students. But now you have all of this experience. What are you going to do with it? Well, now that you have all of this experience right here, you are more suited to find other jobs that you might be interested in the field of teaching. So say there was another job opportunity here where you could teach English to Korean students in an underwater submarine. And to you, you're like, oh, that sounds pretty wicked. I wanna go for that job. So you start building your bridge towards that job instead. You still have all that experience, so you have a less of a distance to go at this point because you still built all of that relevant experience. And even if you kind of have to go back a little bit, you still have a lot of experience building that bridge. You have a lot of experience building skills and acquiring knowledge. You have a lot more life experience rather than if you didn't do this education degree at all, you'd have no life experience, 0 life experience, and you'd be at square one. But in this case, you're not at square one. You're not going to your original destination that you were kind of looking for, but you're a lot closer to other options as well. Maybe teaching something else here, I don't know. You catch my drift. When something is important to your purpose, it's more likely to stand out. For example, let's say someone came up to you and said, hey, there's a free seminar on education or a free seminar on how to teach effectively. Now let's say you have the life purpose where you want to become a teacher or want to take an education degree. You're obviously going to take up that opportunity to learn more because it's part of your life purpose and you want to learn more about that certain subject. But if you haven't really given any thought to it yet, you might not even realize that education or teaching is something that you want and might not even pay any attention to the guy telling you about this free seminar. You might disregard it and might not even notice it and forget the guy even told you about the free seminar an hour later. When you are looking for something, you are more likely to find it. When something is important to you, it's more likely to stand out. For example, say you just got a brand new car. That car is now important to you. You know the details, you know the make and model, you know what it looks like. You'll notice when you start driving around your city that you'll start to notice all of the same makes and models of your car a lot more than you used to. For me, I have a Sunfire 2002, it's black, and whenever I notice a Sunfire 2002 black car driving around, it very clearly kind of gets brought to attention to my own mind, if that makes sense. I'll notice them a lot more than I used to before I ever owned a Sunfire 2002 because I didn't really care about Sunfire 2002s. I'm not even a car guy. But now, obviously, the Sunfire 2002 is the car I use every day. It's how I get to work every day. It's what I drive in. So it's more important to me, so I'll notice other cars of the same make and model a lot more. And this applies to other parts of your life too. Okay. One last question. What is your dream job? Please leave me a comment or a video response. Yeah. Peace.
Mike Marino videos. Ow!
There we go. That's how you make
You always
video.
you always need a sound at the end.
Yeah.
Ow!
Click the link. Click the link. Click the link. Click the link to watch my previous video. Click the link to watch my previous video. Click the link. Click the link. Click the link. Click the link.